There are 6 things that Toyota hybrid owners believe with absolute confidence. They learned them from forums, from other owners, from videos exactly like this one, and every single one of them is wrong. Not slightly wrong, not a gray area. Wrong in ways that are costing real money, adding real wear, and quietly undoing the engineering that makes these cars last 200,000 miles and beyond. Here's the part that makes this worse. Some of these myths are so widespread that owners will argue with you about them in comment sections. One of them is so persistent that we had a comment thread on this very channel where a viewer cited Toyota's own owner's manual to prove the point, and they were right. We're going through all 6 today. Every single one is verified. Every correction has a source. No guessing, no opinion, just what Toyota's own engineers and documentation actually say. Let's start with the most expensive one. Myth 1. EV mode saves fuel. Almost every Toyota hybrid owner who knows about the EV mode button believes the same thing. Pressing it saves gas. Run on electric, save fuel. Simple logic. The problem is that Toyota's own engineers disagree. Here's what's actually in the 2021 Toyota Camry Hybrid Owner's Manual. Not paraphrased, direct quote. The hybrid system is designed to achieve the best possible fuel economy during normal driving using the gasoline engine and electric motor. Driving in EV drive mode more than necessary may lower fuel economy. May lower fuel economy. That's Toyota's own documentation, not a forum post, not an opinion. The manual that came with the car. Here's why this happens. The Toyota Hybrid System, THS, is one of the most sophisticated energy management systems ever put in a consumer vehicle. It runs on algorithms that are constantly reading speed, battery state, temperature, throttle demand, and road conditions simultaneously. Every millisecond, it's making calculations about the most efficient way to move the car forward. When you press the EV button, you're overriding those calculations. You're telling a system that has vastly more information than you do to ignore everything it knows and just use battery power. And here's the critical point that most people miss. In a non-plug-in Toyota hybrid, there is only one source of energy: gasoline. The battery doesn't add energy to the equation. It stores and redeploys energy that originally came from burning fuel. When you force the system into EV mode and deplete the battery faster than the THS would have, the engine has to run harder to recharge it. That recovery process involves energy conversion losses. A Toyota spokesperson confirmed this in a published interview. EV mode's actual purpose is not fuel economy. It's noise and emissions. Parking garages at midnight. Quiet neighborhoods early in the morning. Forecourt situations where you don't want exhaust near other vehicles. Those are the legitimate use cases. For everyday driving, let the THS do what it was engineered to do. It is better at this than you are. That's not an insult. It's just the reality of what the system was designed for. Myth 2. B gear recovers more energy. This one has an entire mythology built around it. The story goes like this. B mode increases regenerative braking, which means more energy going back into the battery, which means better efficiency. It sounds reasonable, and it's wrong. Here's what B mode actually does. It engages the engine's cylinders to create compression resistance, essentially using the engine as a brake. The pistons are pumping air without fuel injection, which creates drag that slows the car down. The key word there is drag. That energy, the kinetic energy your car had from moving forward, is being converted into heat inside the engine cylinders through compression. It is being thrown away. In pure regenerative braking in D mode with light pressure on the brake pedal, the system uses the electric motors as generators. Your momentum is converted directly into electricity and fed back into the battery. The conversion efficiency is significantly higher than what B mode achieves because you're not routing energy through compression in a combustion engine first. The technical analysis from engineers who have studied this is clear. B mode results in worse fuel consumption than not using it in normal driving conditions because you are dissipating energy through the engine that could otherwise be recovered. So when is B mode actually useful? Long, sustained, downhill, descents. Specifically, situations where you are going down a slope for an extended period and the battery is already approaching full charge. When the battery is full, regenerative braking stops working because there is nowhere to send the electricity. At that point, you need another way to control your speed without riding the friction brakes. That's where B mode earns its place. It provides sustained deceleration through engine braking, protecting your brake pads from overheating on a long descent. On flat roads, in city traffic, on gentle slopes, leave it in D. The system knows what it's doing. Myth 3. Toyota hybrids need to warm up. This myth has deep roots. It comes from decades of legitimate advice for traditional gasoline engines. Cold starts produce more friction, oil needs to reach operating temperature to lubricate properly, warming up the engine before driving reduces wear. For a conventional engine in the 1980s, that was real advice. For a Toyota hybrid in 2024 or 2025 or 2026, it is the opposite of good advice. Here's what actually happens when you start a Toyota hybrid cold. The THS system reads the engine temperature, the battery temperature, and the ambient air temperature simultaneously. It then manages the startup sequence automatically, running the engine when needed, running on electric when conditions allow, and modulating power delivery to warm the engine efficiently while it's actually doing useful work. When you sit in your driveway idling, you're forcing the gasoline engine to run at low load, low temperature, and low efficiency, the worst possible operating condition for an internal combustion engine. You're burning fuel to warm the car up instead of warming it up while driving, which the system is designed to do. The correct procedure, confirmed by Toyota's own documentation and hybrid engineers, start the car, wait approximately 30 seconds for the system to initialize, and then drive gently for the first few minutes. Light acceleration, smooth inputs. The engine warms to operating temperature faster under light load while moving than it does sitting still. There's a financial cost to this myth that most people don't calculate. An owner who idles their Toyota hybrid for 5 minutes every morning is burning 5 minutes of fuel at 0 miles per gallon. Across a year of daily driving, that is a measurable amount of wasted fuel and measurable additional engine wear, for zero benefit. The THS was designed specifically so that owners don't have to think about this. Let it do its job. Myth 4. You need to plug in a Toyota hybrid to charge it. This myth has become more common as plug-in hybrids and electric vehicles have entered the mainstream. The logic makes surface-level sense. Batteries need charging, charging means plugging in. For a standard Toyota hybrid, Camry hybrid, RAV4 hybrid, Corolla hybrid, Prius, Highlander hybrid, Sienna hybrid, there is no charging port. There is nowhere to plug the car in, and the car does not need one. The hybrid battery in a standard Toyota charges through two mechanisms, both of which happen automatically during normal driving. First, regenerative braking. Every time you decelerate, lifting off the gas, pressing the brake, the electric motors run in reverse, acting as generators. Your car's momentum is converted into electricity and fed directly into the hybrid battery. This happens automatically, continuously, every time the car slows down. Second, the engine. When the Toyota hybrid system determines that the battery charge is below its target range, it runs the engine at its most efficient operating point and uses part of that power output to charge the battery through the generator. The driver doesn't initiate this. The THS manages it entirely. The practical result is that a standard Toyota hybrid driver never thinks about charging. You fuel up with regular unleaded gasoline, more on that in a moment, and the car handles every other energy decision automatically. The only Toyota vehicles that plug in are the Prius Prime, RAV4 Prime, and the newer plug-in hybrid variants. If your car didn't come with a charging cable and a charging port in the body panel, it doesn't need one and cannot use one. Myth 5. Hybrid maintenance costs more. This myth keeps more people away from Toyota hybrids than almost any other misconception. The fear is logical on the surface. More technology means more complexity. More complexity means more things to break. More things to break means higher repair bills. Consumer Reports studied this directly. Their data shows that hybrid and electric vehicles cost an average of 3 cents per mile to maintain and repair. Traditional internal combustion vehicles cost 6 cents per mile. That's a 50% higher maintenance cost for the conventional car. Why does the hybrid come out cheaper despite the additional technology? 3 reasons. First, brake pads. A Toyota hybrid's brake pads last significantly longer than a conventional car because regenerative braking handles the majority of deceleration. Friction brakes only engage for harder stops. Many hybrid owners report going 80,000 to 100,000 miles before their first brake pad replacement. On a conventional car, that interval is typically 30,000 to 50,000 miles. Second, the engine itself. Toyota hybrid engines run in a narrower, more consistent operating range than conventional engines. They spend more time at optimal RPM, they shut off more frequently at low load, and they avoid the wide, inefficient swings in operating conditions that cause more wear in a traditional drivetrain. The result is documented. Hybrid engines tend to show less wear at equivalent mileages. Third, the hybrid battery warranty. Toyota covers the hybrid battery under warranty for 10 years or 150,000 miles on most models. The battery degradation that owners worry about is largely covered during the most vulnerable period of ownership. The total cost of ownership data consistently shows that the higher purchase price of a Toyota hybrid is offset by lower fuel costs and lower maintenance costs over time. The myth of expensive hybrid ownership is largely driven by fear of the unknown, not by actual cost data. Myth 6. Toyota hybrids need premium or special fuel. This one is quick, but it's worth addressing because it costs real money every time someone pulls up to a pump and reaches for premium. Every Toyota hybrid in the standard lineup, Camry Hybrid, RAV4 Hybrid, Corolla Hybrid, Prius, Highlander Hybrid, Venza Hybrid, Sienna Hybrid, runs on regular grade unleaded gasoline. Not premium, not a special blend, not anything different from what a standard economy car takes. Toyota's official guidance confirms this across the hybrid lineup. The hybrid system does not require higher octane fuel. Using premium in a car designed for regular does not improve performance, does not improve fuel economy, and does not benefit the hybrid system in any way. It only costs more money per fill-up. Check your owner's manual. The fuel requirement is printed directly in it. For every standard Toyota hybrid, it will say regular unleaded. 6 myths, 6 corrections, all verified. EV mode is not a fuel saver. It's for specific situations where you want electric-only operation for noise or emissions reasons, and Toyota's own manual warns that overusing it lowers fuel economy. B-Gear is not an energy recovery tool for everyday driving. It's for long, sustained downhill descents only, where the battery is already full and you need sustained deceleration without overheating your brakes. Warming up by idling hurts your hybrid. 30 seconds and drive gently is all the THS needs. Every minute of idling is fuel burned at zero efficiency. Standard Toyota hybrids don't plug in. They charge themselves through regenerative braking and the engine during every drive. Hybrid maintenance costs less, not more. Consumer Reports puts it at half the per-mile cost of a conventional car. And your Toyota hybrid runs on regular unleaded, every single time. If you've been doing any of these, you're not alone. These myths are everywhere. Now you know what Toyota's own documentation actually says. One more thing. We have a complete battery health check video that shows you exactly how to monitor your hybrid battery at home, for free, with no dealer visit. That video is linked on screen right now. If you've never checked your battery, watch that next. Subscribe if this helped you. We post verified Toyota content every Tuesday and Saturday. No guessing, no clickbait, just what's actually true about your car. See you in the next one.